What's up, y'all? It's Daniel, your Shoemmelier, and I promise that this isn't becoming an exclusive Nike Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort Stand channel. If you've watched my latest few videos, you know how I feel about this silhouette and the colorways. It's arguably, or maybe there's not even a question, my favorite silhouette of right now. It's my silhouette du jour. I love the Jordan 1. I hate how uncomfortable it is. I love how comfortable the Zoom Air Comfort silhouette is, and the colorways that they're releasing. God, I'm so excited. I really should not have recorded, or maybe because I recorded, I don't know, just the timing of it. If I had just waited a few weeks to not beg Nike to release other colorways, my wish would have been granted. But it seems like with so many colorways coming down the chute, and we already had the bread, we have the patent Chicago, we have the upcoming patent purple, and then today we have the colorway that I'm excited to talk about. It doesn't have a release date yet, but it's coming out later this spring. It's the Nike Air Jordan 1 Zoom Air Comfort Celestine Blue. Previously dubbed the Wash Blue, the upcoming Nike Air Jordan 1 Zoom Comfort Celestine Blue indulges in a light blue leather that corresponds with the washed blue suede overlays along the toe box, along the tongue, and around the heel area. The lateral quarter has a white base that matches the midsole, laces, and ankle collar. Faint purple, rich yellow, and other springtime-ready hues help create a unique ensemble working in tandem with the chenille wings logo on the lateral ankle flap. Corduroy-like material is used on the cutout swooshes, and the exposed foam sock liner is surrounded by a mesh collar. Zoom Air branded padded tongues and an aqua blue and pink outsole further contributes to the Zoom Comfort's appeal. This Nike Air Jordan 1 Zoom Air Comfort Celestine Blue is set to release sometime in spring of 2022 and will retail for $140 US American dollars. When it comes to fit, I'm normally a size 9 across the board. Ultra Boost, Air Force Ones, Jordan 1s, Pumas, New Balance, Asics, etc. My foot is normal, it's not wide. I enjoy a lot of wiggle room in the toe box and don't enjoy any lockdown in the midfoot. As I've said time and time again, I feel like my shoe is closer to a 9.25, but that shoe size doesn't exist. So I get a 9, and if it fits, great. If it doesn't, I remove the insole. Or I get a 9.5, and if that fits, perfect. And if it doesn't, well, I probably have to wear a thicker sock. In this Zoom Air Comfort, I ordered my true to size, which is a size 9, which is again what I order in my Jordan 1s, and I find that this fits pretty well, perfectly true to size. As of late, I haven't really tied up my Jordan 1s regular or Zoom Air Comfort too tight. I like that extra room. I like that my bottoms of my track pants, the cuffs can go into the shoe and such. So I like that extra wiggle room, but if I wanted to tighten up, I could always tighten up the laces and just tie them a little bit tighter and give me a little bit more lockdown. But for now, true to size works, and for this colorway, true to size also works. And when it comes to comfort, well, there's a reason why there's comfort in the name of this shoe. By far the most comfortable Jordan 1, maybe one of the most comfortable Jordans, though some of you out there may not consider it a quote-unquote real Jordan, but it's comfortable. It's got that Zoom Air in the outsole and the midsole. It has that nice suede, sometimes a mediocre to nice leather. This one has that mesh. It has that corduroy. This is a great feeling shoe. It's very comfortable on foot. It's very comfortable on top of the foot, and it's very comfortable under the foot. That's the biggest issue with the Jordan 1. It's not comfortable. This fixes it. I love it. It's why I'm probably going to buy almost every colorway, not all of them, just the ones that speak to me, of the Zoom Air Comfort series. Now, the last colorway of the Zoom Air Comfort I reviewed was the patent Chicago, and I said that that one probably, maybe not probably, might be definitively, had the best quality materials, the best quality leather, the best quality patent leather, if you will, for the Zoom Air Comfort series, though I said the patent leather was a step down from what we found on the Cool Gray 11s or that we saw on the patent bread that had released last December. The quality of the leather on this shoe, however, is a step down. Not a huge step down, but a step down nonetheless. I feel like the suede-like material that surrounds the shoe isn't bad. It's not great, but I wouldn't say it's fantastic. And I don't think that it is consistent across the entire shoe. I think the mudguard suede is better quality. I think right here on the eye stays, the flaps here on the front, is about the same quality. Then you take a step down in quality for the suede material that's on the wings that surround the shoe. And then the weakest or lowest quality of the suede is the heel patch here on the back. I don't know that it's supposed to be suede, but I don't know that it's supposed to be regular leather. It feels like the cheapest of the suedes. So you pretty much have maybe 4 different types of suede materials on the shoe, but more likely 2 up here and then 1 down there and 1. I don't know the reasoning for that. I don't make shoes, and maybe it's because of the colors used. Does the color have an effect? The dyeing technique maybe change the way the suede feels? All I know is the back heel, not the best. The front, pretty much the best type of suede on this particular shoe. You also have what looks like and feels like a plasticky cheap leather here on the quarter panel in that cream colorway, which is on the lateral and medial side of the shoe. Though, again, on the toe box, I find that the leather feels and looks a little bit more high quality. So this shoe is really like a mismatch of different qualities of leather. Now the laces are a cream color, but they feel very much, and I know they're not, but like a wool lace. It's not your standard flat cotton lace. It's not a wax lace. It's not a rope lace. It's pretty comfortable. It does feel linen-y, wool-y, wool-like. And then you have the tongue, which is not leather. It's not canvas. It looks like and feels like almost like a hard wool or a hard linen, but it does again give off that springtime vibe, and I think it's really cool, especially when you mix in that cream sock liner and ankle collar. You have that exposed foam, as I mentioned, and that is in that cream color, and that's great. And then you have the mesh that surrounds it. It's not leather, it's not suede, it's not anything like that, so it is super soft and super comfortable. It did make for a little bit harder experience putting the shoe in, because when I put my foot in, this kind of like slid down a little bit. I can't actually replicate it, but you know, it was like folding in, and so I had to pull it out once my foot got in. It could be because of my socks, I don't know, but I did think that this was a harder shoe to put on than maybe some of the other Zoom Air Comforts, and I didn't even have it laced it tight at all. It was weird to get on. I didn't try it with a different pair of socks or barefoot. Maybe it has a different experience. But that was one of the things. It feels great when it's on your foot, but putting it on felt a little bit different. It didn't feel as comfortable. My foot didn't slide in as easily as it does in other colorways. But this is a really good looking shoe. It's a shoe that looks better than the materials that are on the shoe. Again, the leather doesn't feel that great. The suedes are inconsistent. When you look at it, it's a great looking shoe, and it feels good on foot because of the technology and materials used. However, this is definitely a shoe that I can see people pointing at and saying, this is why that shoe's bunk. This is why it's no good. Because some of the leather, some of the suede on here is not great, especially in comparison to what I just reviewed with the Patent Chicago or with other colorways in the Jordan 1 series. You know they have the materials. I don't think they made it entirely onto this shoe. Some parts did, like the front part. But then it's almost like that meme or whatever where the horse is drawn really nicely at first and then it just gets worse and worse and worse. The quality of the shoe starts off really well and just kind of gets worse as it goes on. Doesn't change the fact that I love the Zoom Air Comfort, but I will say that this is now my 7th or 8th colorway of this silhouette, and the quality is very inconsistent from pair. It kind of enforces or reiterates or really just doubles down on the idea that the Zoom Air Jordan 1 is not one of the most looked after, which it has the potential to be amazing. It's just inconsistent. So I would say not all Zoom Air Comfort colorways are created the same. They're not all equal. Some have great quality, like the Patent Chicago. Some have mediocre to good, some kind of good quality. And spoiler alert, I have another pair of Zoom Air Comfort in an entirely different colorway, and that quality, all of it is as bad as the back. So it's kind of a letdown because it's a good looking shoe, but that's my thoughts on this. Man, I really went off on this. I'm very excited. When I go back and listen to this, I wonder how fast I'm talking, because I'm obviously excited about the silhouette and the colorway. Very passionate, excited. Got a passion for footwear, right? So there you have it, my thoughts on the Nike Air Jordan 1 Zoom Air Comfort Celestine Blue. As usual, let us know in the comment section down below what you think about this colorway, what you think about the silhouette, and if you have seen or wore these colorways and silhouettes, do you have thoughts on the inconsistency of the quality? I'm not even talking about quality control issues. I'm just talking about it seems like it's not really consistent on the same shoe, much less from silhouette colorway to colorway. It's wild. It's wild to me. I'm not going to say it's like they pick up spare colors, go, oh, we'll try that. I don't know. But again, like I said, maybe the dyeing technique, maybe different colors affect the suede differently. I don't know. But all that to say is this definitely feels like a mid-grade material shoe, but it's not a mid, it's a high. But it's a Jordan 1 Zoom Air Comfort, so whatever. Curious what you think. Let's talk about it in the comment section down below. So to all of you out there, wherever you are, thanks for watching. Stay tuned and just chill. Till the next episode.